How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We got first place with Artmage following the points update. So we're going to be reviewing the deck. The matchups were, let's think, there was one Eldritch, one Rose Dragons, which was pretty tough. Flame Swordsman, and then Dragon Rulers, which was kind of scary. So we went 4-0. Let's go through the deck. There are some new things, so I'm pretty sure people are going to be excited about this. We are still on 3 Medias. 40 cards, I think it's 97 points. If you want, you could fit in Dark Hole under this. 2 Grappler, this is still one of the best starters because this one gets you to your field spell, it gets you to another name, it gets you to Media, so I am playing 2, but I did decide to cut the second Littera, just because there are other edged requirements that I wanted to play. So 1 Film Mill, which is great, and 1 Littera. I didn't miss the other one at all, which is good. So these are all the names, and then of course, in addition to these, I played 2 Power Patron. This card is just mandatory 2. There's no way around it. You have to play 2, and you don't want to play 3, so it's fine. More cards. I played 1 Blazing Cartesia. Still, even though Granguignol is 10 points now, I felt like in this tournament specifically, being able to make a Granguignol into any additional interruption, whether it's like a Malong to bounce, which is how I got rid of like my opponent's Chasma, which is bad things happen if you destroy it. So 1 Cartesia with the fusion deployment still works. Then for hand traps, I stayed on a very similar lineup. Nibiru is cheaper now, but Super Poly is more expensive now. So I kept these, but I did cut the 3 Fualos. I found that in this meta, it's not as impactful, given that usually, like on DB at least, the best deck is Radiant Typhoon. It doesn't do a whole lot, like Fuaing them. So I decided to cut it for more consistency. So this deck now has 12 1-card starters, which is very, very good. And this is the new goo. 1 Elemental Hero Prisma and 2 A Hero Lives. So essentially what you can do with Prisma is Prisma, of course you can summon it off of A Hero Lives. It's a 1-card starter without a normal summon. Soft once per turn, you reveal the Arcturus, and then you dump one of its materials to the graveyard. So you dump Medias effect, shuffle back Prisma to the deck, summon itself, effect, and that's full combo. So Prisma was pretty nice. I usually started it out going second, most of the time. But I think it's pretty good, especially if you're a Dooms player. This package really works for you as well. So Medias fans rejoice. 3 Acropolis, 3 Alteration, and 3 Assault. Usually what I will do is sometimes going second, I side out 1 Alteration because essentially, like Alteration and Field Spell are the same card, but you must get to Medias. So I never side out Assault, and I don't play 1. The card is really good, especially into Radiant Typhoon or Interruptions. You start off with Assault, you continue with the Field Spell, now your Field Spell is protected, so you need to play Assault. And then, this is going to be a hot take. Coder is probably going to give me shit for this, but I did play Artmage, Movement, Pedigree, and I did play the 1 Succession. So Succession is pretty standard. It's really good, especially with Cartesia, because you have more ways to fuse, basically. You have more monsters to fuse. Pedigree, going second, like if your opponent controls more monsters than you, then you get to special summon an Artmage monster from your deck in defense position, non-negated. So essentially going second, it gives you another name, another push, and it makes all your names in your hand live. Another effect that this has, randomly, if you discard it for the field spell, it brings back 1 banished Artmage trap. So if you banished your Awakening, this one brings you the Awakening back. And Awakening is one of the best cards in the deck. I almost played 2 today, but I think this actually kind of came up, at least the summoning effect. And then lastly, 3 Boy Meets Girl, Fusion Deployment, and 3 Super Poly, and 1 Awakening. Super Poly was okay today. Like Dragon Rules, that doesn't work. Eldritch, it doesn't really work, but eventually we got there. Extra deck. 2 Diactoris and 1 Nerva. Nerva is now 5 points. I tested without Nerva. Theoretically, it could happen, but for example, today I played against like a Buster Blade or Eldritch trap deck. So if I win the die roll and I set up my board, and then he sets 5, when he tries to leave main, you blow everything up with Nerva. It just feels amazing. And also, the same opponent activated Daruma against me, which flipped all of my monsters face down. And Nerva is a link 3 for face down monsters. Just tribute 3, you can do that. As long as they're different times, you can do that. So I still remained on Nerva. Granguignol, obviously. And then Super Poly targets. Now I did still play Magnum the Reliever because you have Super Poly and you have Fusion Deployment. And you can of course summon it with Succession. Never summoned it. Never summoned this card as well, Secretarion. It was fine, but I didn't summon it. One card that I did summon was Despian Proskinian. You can tag out Granguignol to summon any Despia from your extra deck. So I played Lulu for a long time, and it was also like a good Ultimate Slayer target. But the problem is that one, it sucks, because sometimes people don't play out of the extra deck at all in Genesys. And two, it's small, and sometimes you're also locked into Fusion, so you can't tag out Granguignol. This guy is 3200. It burns the attack of the monster that it kills, in addition to the battle damage. And it can quick effect banish or special summon one of your opponent's Xyz, Synchro, Fusion, or Link monsters from your opponent's graveyard once per turn during the main phase. Quick effect. So this card is great. I summoned it once, but the effects didn't really come up. These are all the fusions. I play a lot of Xyz monsters. If you open 2 ways, like 2 Medius and combo, you just make this on top of your end board because you're not locked. If your 1 Medius way is not like Fusion Deployment, another negate. Exotonite almost came up today. This card is 0 points, and you make a rank 4 so easily. This definitely came up. Raiders Knight and Arc Rebellion. Shout out to Quarter, because this is insane. Aggregator and Melong for Ultimate Slayer. And then the side deck, nothing super fancy. 3 Gamseal and 3 Ultimate Slayer. These were great. I don't feel comfortable not playing Gamseal in this format. And Slayer with this type of extra deck and Granguignol is just really good. So we lost Grisaille Prison because it's 10 points, and we lost Dragon's Mind because it's like 10 or 15 points. So I had to come up with some solutions to go first. And most of the time when you go first, the thing that your opponent hits you with is like a Dark Ruler no more, because the card is free in this format. So this is what I did. Instead of the 3/3, I sided in 3 Blizzard. Target 1 face-up spell card your opponent controls as a quick play. Negate its effects until the end of the turn. If it is sent to the graveyard, your opponent can take it back to the hand, but it's still negated. This card against like MST is really good because they can't use the MST for the rest of the turn at all. And it negates Dark Ruler no more without any cost. So it's good. And then another going first card I play, which is a card I played in Despia for a while. Paradox Fusion. It's a counter trap. When a monster would be summoned, or a spell or trap card or effect is activated, you can tribute 1 fusion monster and negate it. Negate the activation. So it's a counter trap. It's essentially sort of like a Solemn Judgment, essentially. Spell or trap negate and summon negate. You tribute your Diactoris, and then Lidra brings it back to your field. So it's essentially an negate. And then last but not least, 1 Cosmic, 2 Cosmic, and 1 Heavy Storm. I had 10 points. I didn't know what to do with it. Didn't resolve it, but when you draw it, this card is insane. Shout out again to Coder for coming up with some of the text previously, but now this is like a new age. 97 points under the new points list, so it's cool. First place. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments below on what you are playing in Artmage right now, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.